All right, we're back now. I have failed miserably
Yeah.
at changing my sound settings.
As per usual, our host has failed us. We're pretty much used to it at this point, though. It's fine.
You know, it is what it is. So just deal with it.
Yeah, I already forgave you. It's all good.
Is. So you guys should be able to hear me now. Basically, I had to move my settings around and unplugged a few things.
Basically, Pat is bad at this, and that's okay.
Pat forgets. How about that? So what we were saying is, No Name Man this week, supposedly he's got a girlfriend thing going on.
Yeah, I think it's
an
like her
anniversary birthday or something. Yeah. So he is missing out. This week we're going to talk a lot about community event, community cup, and a little bit of spoilers.
That's pretty much it, honestly. There's not much to talk about.
This week, but next week, you know what next week is?
Yeah, I do. I do know what next week is.
3 hour and
no, I've been
thinking.
I think it's gonna be a 2-hour show.
It's why? All about cons.
Yeah, pretty much. You know why it's gonna be 2 hours?
It's
because we're not. Well, no, Ned will be here hopefully. I want it to be 2 hours because I want Nan to be here. So I think we're gonna make some changes. In the past, I don't mind getting sidetracked and talking a lot about a card, but like I don't want to do that for a 3-3. Vanilla 3-3, and we'll talk about it for like 10 minutes. That's happened.
It's called we get sidetracked very easily.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to keep it more focused. If there's a card that's really interesting for limited, we're gonna talk about it a lot. And if there's a card that we really don't care about, it's just a 2 for 2, 2 for 2.
I have to get a hold of.
We're gonna say it's a bear. We're done. Oh, Matt Higgs.
I gotta get a hold of Mr. Matt Higgs.
Yeah, he's not coming on
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. Yeah, we gotta do that, man. That's like my favorite show now.
It's everyone's favorite show, I think.
It's so good. Yeah.
Did you see his article this week?
I didn't. No.
Oh, it was a goodie.
I'm excited now. I really want to see that article. I'll have to wait.
But as always, I have to thank our sponsor, cardhoarder.com, guys. They are the best.
The bestest.
At delivering cards and getting you cheap prices on cards for Magic Online. Follow them at cardhoarder on Twitter. They've been running some amazing, like 15 or 20 or 30% off sales. The land of the week was, I forget, what was it this week?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
It was like Mana Confluence or something like that. It was something.
Okay, that's pretty good. So, Mana Confluence seems like one of those cards that we should be buying a lot of right now. Although I think it's gone up recently.
It has. It took a jump.
So never mind. Don't do that.
But yeah, they are pretty amazing, and they basically make our versus video happen.
Yeah, you say basically, and what you mean is they're the only reason we're able to do them. So, yeah, we're pretty thankful. Even just getting to play with the cards, let alone making the videos, would be awesome. But they let us make these awesome videos and interact with you guys more. So
definitely,
that is awesome.
So next week is Legacy.
Are we playing like confirmed?
We are confirming Legacy next week on
Elves.
Okay,
it's the only deck I have any idea how to play.
I am gonna try to get you a partner to help you with Elves.
Okay.
His name might be Russ Merriman.
That would be sick. Can we just let him play and I'll watch? Honestly, like he's so good with that deck. Okay, well that would be amazing. If you get Russ Merriman on to do Elves.
I have sent him a Twitter, and he lives near. He actually lives within like a few hours of me.
Oh,
so
cool.
he tweeted back saying, "Yeah, it sounds really amazing, and we're working dates out."
Cool.
So
I think it's most fitting that we get him either for Mono Blue or Elves, and I don't want to play Mono Blue, so let's do it for Elves.
Yes. So yeah, we always go into it, talk about our weeks and whatnot. So how was your week in Magic?
Oh man, I don't even know what I played Standard, right?
Did you?
Did I? Yeah, I did. I got 5th.
Oh, boo.
I know, right? I just I wanted to play this cool Jund aggro deck that I've been wanting to play for a really long time. Like that Lala Troll. It's pretty much like green-black aggro deck, splashing Gorkland Rampager. And I realized I didn't have any of the lands I needed for it. Like I had the Shocks, but I didn't have any Mana Confluence or Llanowar Waste. So I'm like, yeah, this deck doesn't really work without those. So I ended up just running back like the same deck I've been playing forever. It's just like that Jund, like kind of walkers. There's no Nissas and no Mystics, so it's more of just like Jund midrange. I did okay with it. I think.
I'm just
Yeah,
baiting
it's
you.
just the guy who plays like stock lists all the time with like one tweak. It's called his own. Come on, Pat, get on my level. Ew.
Whatever. I played my own list this week.
Did you? Okay.
Brand
Well,
new.
I want to hear about it then. Anyway, so like I said, I've been playing that list for a while. I lost to only green white aggro and just got stomped. Like it wasn't even close. I think that's probably the worst matchup for that deck. So didn't really go well. The guy who beat me was one of my friends. I've known him for quite a while, and he just like it was almost like a deck win every time. My opening hand, the first one I kept was like return, read the bones, and like I carried it. And I'm like, yeah, this should be fine. I'm like, oh god, no, not green white. Two of these cards are just dead.
Which one of these is not like the other?
What?
I don't know.
Two of them were too similar. That was the problem.
Whatever.
That song didn't make any sense, Ben. You're slipping. Anyway.
I'm sorry. It's
you
just I'm
tired?
so excited about the Community Cup that
Yeah.
my brain is just completely gone already.
Anyway, so like I said, I got fifth. I had a draw as well, so that's why I didn't get like third or whatever.
Boo.
It's fine. Yeah,
How do you draw with that deck?
I played against Mono Black, and I
Did
played
you
a
guys
little.
just stare at each other?
No, I mean there were some decisions in game two. Like I won game one pretty easily. Game two was actually really close, and I was like super close to winning it. But it came down to the point where I needed to top deck removal spells like 4 turns in a row, and I did it, which is sick. And then I hit a Bile Blight to get rid of all his pack rats. I'm like, all right, so I'm actually ahead on this board. And then he just like ripped a removal spell and killed me. But it dragged up the game for a long time. I think if I just conceded earlier, then we would have had time for game three. But at the same time, I was so close to winning that game. I don't think conceding was the right move. So I don't think I actually did anything wrong. It's just sometimes that happens.
Yep.
The only mistake I really made was like I could have played faster. There were a couple of points where I was like, I tank a lot on decisions that didn't end up really mattering that much, but at the time they seemed really important. So I don't know.
Boo.
Not sure how I could have done that. Why do you keep booing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You know I love you.
Anyway, that was my week. It was unexciting. Honestly, like Magic is much less exciting close to the launch of a big set, and Cons is pretty exciting right now. So I'm mostly just looking forward to that.
Cons is quite exciting.
Yeah, Cons looks sweet.
But yeah, so talk about my week. Well, let's see. On Friday night, since Thursday, I technically our week started on Friday, because
Yeah.
Thursday podcast. So Friday night I played some Modern. I brought the Elves deck.
Yeah, how'd you do?
Went 2-1.
All right, that's not bad at all. Did you do some tweaking or what?
Sideboard tweaks. Lots of sideboard tweaks.
Fair enough.
Scoozes now on the side and all that stuff. So
Yeah, it seems like something you need.
yeah, I definitely ran into Burn, and Scooz just makes Burn hate me.
Yeah, it's pretty good there.
They're like, I'm gonna kill your elf, and I'm like, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna
Okay.
kill your elf. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much that's what the card does.
Yep. So it was good. It was fun playing that. I am working currently on my own pod deck because I'm trying not to make. I don't like Angel, and I don't like.
Angel Pod, you don't like it?
And I like Malira or Kiki Pod better.
I
But
think
there's
Malira is the best pod.
I think Malira is, but I think I could do better with some of the card choices that people make in there.
Like what?
I don't know, like running a Thrun and all that.
Yeah, I like throwing sideboard in that deck actually. It's just really resilient.
Yeah, it seems pretty good.
Mm.
So,
Again, like it is a very grindy deck, so I think Thorn fits very well there. So yeah, maybe you're right.
I'm still
Yeah.
kicking. I'm still kicking around a few of the.
I was gonna say that there's quite a bit of variance in
There
like
is.
how the pod decks work. So I think that there's certainly like it could be done if someone actually solved the deck and figured out the best creatures, then they would just win every tournament for like a month.
That's what.
And it'd
I'm
be like, oh
working
my
on.
god, how do we beat this?
That's what I'm working on. I'm
Yeah.
sitting on a lot of the creatures, and I'm like, I like this one. I don't like this one. I like this one. I like. So,
Well, I'm guessing that you thought Orzhov Pontiff was a good card.
Yeah. After our versus video, that Pontiff is
Oh man,
stinking.
yeah, it's so hard to beat. That's like a terrible. That one card, I think, is the reason I lost two of those games. Like
It
you having
really
it in
was.
your hand, you just like naturally drew it. Oh God,
Yeah.
Pontiff turn 3 against Soul Sisters. You got to be kidding me. So brutal. I was a little salty, not gonna lie. I'm sure you
I
can
would
feel
have
it.
been. I could
Yeah.
definitely feel it. So moving on. Monday I played some standard, and I
Mm-hmm.
went back to my roots. Now I've always been a stompy.
Wait, no, let me guess. Naya.
No.
Oh, okay.
Gruul.
Oh, okay. Still red green, like
Yeah.
beatdown deck.
I went back to my roots, which is a beatdown deck, and I said I really want to create something that would be a lot of fun, but kind of have a little toolbox feel to it. So with like
Sure.
Cord and Yissen and all
Yeah.
that. And so I went about that and went
How do you make a
2-1
beatdown deck with Yisan?
because I could bring I could keep going. Like I had a one of like Sylvan Primordial in there and stuff like that. So if they leave it alive and let me keep.
Did you get to 7 with your Yisan to get that? Because if you
Yes.
did, you won.
Yes, I did.
Your opponent. This is the saddest person on this planet. He drew 7 cards and put them all into play.
Yep.
And then he killed a bunch of my stuff.
It was quite fun.
Yeah, it seems really funny.
I lost to the mirror basically. My buddy is playing a green blue version. Green blue
Yep.
red, I think his version is, or green blue
I
black.
think,
I forget
yeah, there's a
what it is.
rug core deck.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
forget
know.
what it is. I don't think his is rug. I think his is actually just straight green blue. But it's like his feel to it. My buddy plays a lot of like counter shit.
It's like Reed's deck.
Yeah, more with more counter. Like he
Oh,
runs
you-
like 3 negates and 2 plasm captures main.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's rough when you go, I'm gonna play this.
No, you're not. And I'm gonna play something next turn. Yay.
Like, because I had a few walkers in my deck for ramp, like Nissa and
Mhm.
stuff. And it was good. But yeah, so I ended up going 2-1, lost to him. Whatever. I took second.
Hmm.
Other than that, tomorrow will be modern again, and the elves will be making their appearance.
Man, I wish our store could run modern. And also I have
We run
modern.
modern 4
I
days or 3 days a week.
God.
Tuesdays,
It's just so sad
Fridays.
Sometimes.
Tuesdays, Fridays, and then we run like a main event, I guess you can call it, on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Last week they ended up running 2 main events because we had enough people, and they all wanted to stay. So our worker stayed till like, I want to say it was like midnight. He left.
Oh, you had one, then you had another.
Yeah, back to back.
That's pretty nice.
And the first one was for first place got 2 worm coil engines,
Oh.
and my buddy Pat won that. And
Pat.
Pat and Pat. He's the one that took 8th at Syracuse with the Infect deck, the mono green Infect.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was running Burn though that last week because he likes those type of decks, and he pilots them very well. So
Mm-mm.
um,
Okay.
he hates my elves deck because I will run him over with it every time. But yeah. So then he ended up taking first again for a Mox Opal.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good night.
Yeah.
That's you give out as prizes, just like sick modern staples.
Yep.
Why can't I live where you live?
I don't know.
Oh, Canada.
And
Why is
so
your
he
magic
came to
seem
me. He
so-
goes, "I heard you need a
so
Mox
bad?"
Opal." I said, "Yeah, I'm always willing to take Mox Opals." He goes, "You got some romance?" I go, "Of course I have romance."
You fool! How could you think I don't? I'm insulted.
So I now am going to be the proud owner of another Mox Opal. So
All right. Mox opals
Yeah.
are good.
yeah, they're fine. So let's get into
Yes.
results.
Yeah.
Should we start with the top list, which is the not so Bard Nelson, Brandon Nelson taking first at GP
It's,
Salt Lake City.
Not bread, but close. Thank you.
Yes,
You can read my joke if you want one.
I was gonna make it up.
I don't
And
believe you. Usually never say them.
I just
So
don't like your
sad.
jokes.
Yeah, that's fair. They're pretty bad.
They are. This was sealed, right? If I remember.
Yeah, it was
correctly.
limited.
Yeah, it was limited.
So sealed and then drafted too.
Yep. And he had a pretty kickin'.
Yeah, looks like he built some red white aggro deck.
It was a nice little red white aggro deck. It looks pretty good. Good.
Yeah.
I give him a thumbs up because
I like
there was a Paul Ritzel in that mix, and
Oh, yeah.
Eric Froelich, and a Jamie Park.
Hmm.
And he had to actually sit and take out Mr. Jamie Park and Eric Froelich to get there.
I'm impressed. Well done.
So I give him a thumbs up, and I say good job. And that was a big win, and I'm sure he's super excited.
Yeah.
So-
Do you know if this is Brad's brother? I think it is, but I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think hearing somewhere that it was. I heard somewhere that it is, but man, I don't know.
I don't know.
Could be.
So let's go on to Star City. Star City was in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And there was
You
a-
have to. If you use my joke, you have to sing it. Do you know what song that is?
Rebel. No.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, Pat, do it.
No.
I really want
All
this
right,
sound.
guys. Nope. See, Dizen says it's not. So see, it's just not. It's
Okay.
just coincidence. Same name.
I thought I heard somewhere that it was.
Anyways, we're moving on.
Yes.
St. Louis, where we had a lot of the pros come down and play.
Yeah.
It was kind of interesting. There was a lot of new decks kind of being. A lot of people are using like this week and this last week and this week kind of see where they want to be.
Test some M15 cards.
Basically
Yeah.
testing on 15 stuff.
Except for Thomas Graves, who just like mindlessly played the same deck over and over and over and over again. And it works.
And then Mr. Thomas Graves played something with a Rebel.
Yeah.
Um,
I want this deck to stop doing well. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm bored of it already.
Well, good news is you're losing six cards out of the creature list.
Yeah, I mean like you lose a lot of the tricks too. Oh no, you don't lose any of these tricks.
No, you don't lose any of the tricks. You
And
lose
Stoke of
Reckoners,
Flames?
you lose Dynacharge, you lose
Yeah.
Skullcrack, you lose
Legion
Mortars,
Loyalist.
you lose Mutavault, you lose Maka, Cackler,
Yeah, okay, a
Loyalist.
lot of stuff. Ash Sell it. It's
So
dumb.
basically, this deck is no more. Now, I'm not saying Rebel Red is not going to make an appearance again.
Yeah, just like this. Well, I don't even know. Like, is Mono Red going to be that good? We haven't seen any really great cards from a Mono Red deck from
I
Cons
mean,
yet.
the Crone Crusader's decent.
No, I mean,
I
like,
do agree. Like Dizen said, it's going to add 2 colors. I see it being
Yeah.
just
At
basically
least one.
America Red, or America Soldiers, or America
Rebel.
something. So
French Rabble Master.
something like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, is it even going to be good then, though?
I don't know. It's
'Cause
something. It's
Well,
something
yeah, I
we're
mean,
gonna have
let's
to
look at
test
this.
out.
So we can talk about it right now because
Okay.
this is the interesting things that I want to talk about.
Okay.
So looking at the new fixing, like we're losing the shock lands, which are obviously the reason that you could play like 3-color aggro decks. Like they're just the best dual lands in Modern. So those need to be replaced. Some fetch lands will cover those. They're not even as good as the shock lands though. For this, like in standard, shock lands are better. And the lands that we're getting are all coming to play tap lands. Like all of like the refuge lands
Yep.
all come into play tapped, and then the tri lands come into play tapped too. So I don't think that there's a 3-color aggro deck that's even good enough.
Doesn't say in Mardu.
Yeah, it's the
With
red white
Ankle
black.
Shanker. Yeah, with Ankle Shanker.
It's like a 5-mana card though.
It's something we're gonna have to test out. Like I say,
Yeah.
the biggie. I mean, losing Ash Zealot's gonna hurt because.
Oh, losing-
The other one is Fire Fist Striker is good. Legion
Yeah.
Loyalist is phenomenal.
yeah, we didn't figure that out for a while.
And so
Okay, well the cards that actually matter that you're losing are Burning Emissary and those 2 that you mentioned,
Yeah.
and like Maka and Mutavault. and Reckoner.
I don't think
so
Mito Vault's as big.
I think you're delusional.
I am.
That's like it's a spell land.
Shh.
Manlands are actually just like the best types of cards ever printed.
It's okay.
What? What's okay? I'm just saying Mito Vault's like the best card in this deck.
No, it's not. Rabble Master.
Other than Rabble Master, maybe.
Rabble.
I think
Rabble.
There you go. Rabble all around. Anyway, yeah, like maybe Rabble Master's better.
Yeah.
Mito is just so good.
But yeah, you're gonna have a Chrome Crusader's gonna come into the mix at this point.
I think the card's really bad.
It makes more 1/1s.
Yeah, but I don't know if 1/1s are even that good. With all the Corsair Carried decks, like 1/1s just don't do anything.
We'll see. I mean, it's honestly, I think we gotta wait for the spoilers, which will be.
Yeah, we'll know tonight.
I was gonna say we'll know tonight.
Did you think the best time to do a podcast Thursday night, right before everything gets spoiled?
we don't know what they are, and then we get done with it. We're like, oh, there they are.
I remember. Okay, so it was an episode Nan and I were doing. We're like, oh, I wonder what the dual land is gonna be. We talked about it like the whole episode. As soon as we turned it off, I went refresh. Like, oh, by the way, there's Scrylands. That moment was when I realized that we picked the wrong time.
No, he's right though. Soldier Pantheon, the new black
Yeah.
ones you want. You know, there's. It's gonna basically become like just aggro.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of multicolored aggro decks in general.
Neither am I.
Yeah. Except for this John one of them. It's mostly black green, but it's more like a.
Yeah, Soldier Pantheon is gonna be phenomenal going forward with as much multicolor that's in cons. Soldier's gonna be ridiculous.
Anyway, let's move on.
Right. So second place being Burn. Not really gonna go over that. Black White mid range was stock. Yes.
Yeah.
Mono Black Devotion stock, and then we had a mega ton of John the Planeswalkers decks.
Yeah, 3 of them.
In a top 8. And a green-white aggro list, which is as stock as one can get.
So there's one deck that I want to talk about.
Is it the Azaban aggro?
Yeah, we'll bet.
All right.
So this deck's really weird. The only reason, like, it's got Elspeth and Vraska, so I really hesitate to call this an aggro deck. And like 2 Thoughtseize main board, Whip of Erebos main board, 4 downfalls, 3 Rogue Decays, and 2 ultimate price.
I don't call this aggro at all.
Yeah.
This is like mid-range because I got a 4-drop, a 5-drop, another 5-drop, a 6-drop.
It's pretty. It's like aggressive mid-range.
It's aggressive because you got Voice, Sin, Skoos, Smiter,
and stuff like Fleecemane.
And Fleecemane.
So this is really similar to the deck Patrick Chapin won Pro Tour with.
I like how Dizian says it. It's mid-rage.
Mid-rage?
Mid-rage.
It's cute. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, this is kind of like Patrick Chapin's deck.
Yeah.
He won Pro Tour with, where it's like, it's playing these kind of mid-rangey creatures, but it's also playing aggressive creatures, and it's just kind of trying to curve out. So it's certainly an attacking deck, but it's got a lot of removals, so I don't know.
I personally like it.
I don't know what to call this.
I personally like it.
Yeah,
I think it's sweet because you're curving out. You don't have a 1-drop technically, which is fine.
Maybe 3 colors.
But you're 3 colors, and you have voice. You have 4 voices, which is going to cause any control matchup fits. You have
you know what?
You have Smiters, which causes anyone a fit at this point.
Yeah, here's the final verdict. There's 7 Scrylands in this deck. It's not aggro.
Yeah.
And only 1 mana confluence.
I'll give you that. It looks fun.
Yeah, it looks sweet. Except for the Blood Baron's main board. I'm back to those being bad.
I'm always going to love Blood Baron just because he's an asshole.
Main board, though? Like, come on, guys.
He's that guy that just is like, he gets onto the battlefield and he's like, what's up? Oh, you have black things to get rid of me? No, you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a detention sphere? No.
2 decks in the top 8 that care about Blood Baron in any way. Like green-white. Oh, I guess green-white does as well. 3 decks. Red-white burn just kills it. Or they ignore it sometimes even. Like they'll just kill you.
Ignore it. They'll just run you over.
Yeah, Rebel Red goes like around it.
Hmm.
Obviously black, white, and mono black care. Jund Planeswalkers cares so little about that card. Like it's embarrassing
Yeah.
for the guy just because like Nissa's tokens trade with it. Xenagos tokens, you just need 2 tokens to trade with it. Chandra can make it so it can't block. Like Courser plus, or even just like Courser with anything else can kill it. Scavenging
Yeah.
is really good versus it. Like I don't even know if there's a card in this deck that really cares. There's even 3 like Mizium orders in the deck, which again just doesn't care about Blood Baron.
Yeah.
So it's pretty brittle in a lot of matchups.
It is.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think
just
it's an interesting deck. Seeing it in
yeah.
top
I
spot.
think the idea behind the deck is
The other
really
one
cool.
that really kind of perked my interest, Jeff Hoogland's been playing this on a lot, is that Jund Rabble deck.
Is this like kind of mid range? Oh no, this is a John Walker's deck with Rival Master.
Yeah,
Okay, that's interesting.
it's really kind of cool.
Yeah.
He's been streaming it a lot. He's been talking about it a lot. He's written a few articles on it. It looks pretty awesome.
This, like seeing Rabble Master pop up in decks like this just makes me think it's like really powerful. Like it's not. This isn't like a fad. This card's actually just so good.
Yeah.
Like he's already seen Legacy play. I haven't seen it in Modern, but like Goblins isn't really a thing. Maybe this helps it become a thing.
Yeah, I was
It's
going to
just
say maybe
very-
this helps Goblins turn around.
Yeah, I'm just thankful Brook Decay can kill this. That would be just terrifying if it couldn't. Like
Thank
if it were 4
God
drop.
for Abrupt Decay.
Yeah, and then again, I guess it wouldn't be as good as a 4 drop. Like, it's that weird line. I'm gonna say I'm thankful Abrupt Decay was printed because of that card. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I think that's probably it for standard.
So let's move on to good old Legacy.
Good old- Let's see.
Let the elves run wild, sir.
Yeah, there's quite a few actually. I don't know, there's 2 in the top 16. Yeah.
Yeah, 2. But the
First
main
and
one
10th.
is the one that took first.
Yeah.
So, elves taking first. Pretty awesome. What can you say? It's elves.
Yeah, I even like the Birdslaw Rangers in here. I thought this card should just be in Elves decks.
I always thought they should be because it's a great card and it's,
Whoa! You see this? Rourke
What?
Thar?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, it's
I was like, why is there only one Crater Hoof? Oh, it's because there's a Rourke Thar.
yep. There's a Rurik
What?
Thar because you can glimpse in or not.
You mean natural order?
Yeah, you can natural order.
You can natural order for Rourke Thar. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And you
Yep.
can't like stifle Rourke Thar's trigger.
Nope.
Man, wow. I did not think of this. And it's so
Well,
good for
that's why
somebody
you
that
generally see Progenitus in the sideboard because
Yeah.
you can just natural order in Progenitus, and then they look at you go, scoop.
Well, it's a different kind of finisher.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like, so obviously Rourke Thar is really sweet versus, like blue decks.
Yep.
I think the reason they play Rourke to actually go off,
No.
like with Crater Hoof, when you're winning with elves, you have to have a bunch of creatures in play and then Hoof.
Yeah.
With this, you just like, oh my god, I have a Dryad Arbor, 3 other lands, and a natural order in my hand. Well, I guess they'll try to natural order for Rourke Thar, and if it happens, they're like, oh my god, how do I beat this?
Yeah, because they're like, wait, I can't cast my spells.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast brainstorm. Oh.
Well, it's they
gonna-
can't. So many decks just don't have answers to a 6 toughness creature too. Like even if they Swords to Plowshares it, it's a
Still
1
taking
for
the
1.
damage.
Yeah, they're still taking 6,
Yeah.
which is really irrelevant. And Craterhoof in that position would just be like, "Ha! Take 5 now," or no, okay, Swords is good. Sure, I'm dead. So, yeah, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. I never would have thought of that.
Nope. I saw that and I kind of just I stood up and I kind of like applauded Steve for that, the guy who built
Yeah.
the deck. I'm like, I did not even think of.
Damn, I
Yes.
like this deck a lot. 4
Yeah.
Potassium Probes.
Yep.
Like this is deep. And you know how much blue mana there's in this deck? Big ol' 0.
Yep.
Literally not a single blue
Nope.
producing.
The
mana.
probe is literally there to drain you 2 life, draw you a card, and look at the other player's hand.
Yeah, I guess you can make blue Death Ray Shaman. Now that I think.
Yes.
If you wanted to do that. I think you're probably just taking two off this. So this is the list I want to play.
Is that
This is
okay?
so sweet. I like this list a lot.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and Blood Moon in this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's got
What?
4 blood moons in the side.
Yeah, I don't know about the Blood Moons. This is pretty sweet though. I like this list a lot. Like as far as Elves decks goes, these actually has some innovation in it, which is really cool because a lot of Elves decks are just like, "Ha, I switched it for some other finisher. I'm so clever." No, this is actually clever. Like
Yeah,
I
no one
like
saw it. No one saw it coming. I actually watched a lot of it, and no one saw. He played Rokthar so many times.
I have to watch this now.
Yeah, he played it, and people were like, "What?"
I don't understand. Rookthar?
Yeah.
Isn't that card bad in standard? Like,
Surprise!
yeah.
So Death in Texas takes second. Pretty cool. Esper Stoneblade, another Death in Texas. Sneak and Show finally making a reappearance back up into 5th place. It's been kind of like non-existent the last month.
I think like a month ago it got a top 8. Like Todd got a top 8 with something like that. Hasn't been that great lately.
Only one true Delver list. Bug Delver in 6. Another Esper Deathblade. And
Well, guys,
Blue,
I
White,
guess it's
Miracles.
time to go try to get as many True Name Nemesis as you can. So we're gonna start getting expensive now. There's no True Name in this list. What?
Which one?
In the deck that got third.
No, there's not.
What?
There's
This is incorrect. Guys, play True Name Nemesis. It's really
There's
good.
an Ashiok, though.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Hey.
I'll give it that. Yeah, this guy who got 7th, I know he didn't do as well, but you gotta count for variance. He knows how to build a Deathblade list. It's got 3 true names.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is cool though. I guess. Yeah. No, I'm gonna try to get as many true names as I can. I'm at like 3. I feel like
I've got my 4. I'm pretty content.
Yeah, they were like $60, and then they kind of went down a lot. Just so I think now might be a good time to get them, unless you think they're gonna get reprinted in that mono blue deck, in which case don't get them.
Rumor has it they might.
Yeah, so maybe that's a reason not to.
Yep.
I'm not sure. Anyway,
Other than that,
so
not
Miracles
a
list,
huge. The Miracles list, the blue white, it was basically
super stock.
super stock for that. I mean,
There's
Console
a project.
Judgment and 2 Entreats.
Yeah, the only different thing here is 1 Supreme Verdict and red Elemental Blast. All right, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not much of these decks really have any kind of innovations other than that deck that got first. There's a lands deck, not super popular, but it's getting to be more popular.
This one's actually kind of cool because it's playing like Nether Spirit, Liliana Vale.
I like
So it's a little different than your normal lands deck because lands decks generally are straight lands and spells. No planeswalkers,
Yeah.
no creatures.
No lilies usually.
Yeah.
This is still pretty cool though. I think I really like the Nether Spirit like as a one of in this kind of deck because it is
Yeah.
gonna have a pretty big graveyard. It's got stuff like Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting. There should be Life from the Lums. Yeah, there's 2
Yeah.
Life from the Lums. So Smellpox doesn't mail you at all, does it? No.
No.
That's too bad. If it did, that'd be sweet. This is also a Punishing Fire Grove of the Burn Willows deck, so it's very graveyard dependent.
It is.
Which is funny because it has a Pachuca Bog in it.
I saw that and I kind of
Yeah.
laughed.
Let me put this Pachuca Bog in my graveyard deck.
Oh, everything's exiled.
Oh, it's just 1 graveyard, so
Yeah.
you just pick. I just think it's ironic.
Yep.
This Omnitel deck has an Emrakul in it. Why?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, Omnitel usually wins by you play Show and Tell, and then you get like Dream Halls or Omniscience, and then you cast Enter the Infinite, put Enter the Infinite back on top of your deck, cast Cunning Wish, get Release the Ants, and then you have it's like a what is it? It's a 10. No. Enter the Infinite. Yeah, it's a 12 mana cost of the spell. And you just keep casting Release the Ants because you can play it for free with Omniscience.
Yep.
And that's what usually wins. Emrakul's not needed.
No, that's what I was kind of wondering. I'm like, okay, I see my Fluster Storms.
Yeah.
You know.
Just kind of
I
confusing. Maybe he just wants a different show and tell target.
I guess so.
Like, if he gets the Omniscience into play, he can just cast Emrakul for free,
Yeah.
take an extra turn. But at that point, yeah, I guess it's like you can look at it as the fifth Enter the Infinite, at which point I think it's fine. If he
Yeah.
thinks that part of the combo is hard to get to. But like with all the kinships in this deck, I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of weird.
It's really not.
Probably just like Emrakul.
I love Emrakul.
Yeah, Emrakul's pretty good. Unless you guys like, I might just be wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen Emrakul in those decks.
No.
No. All right. Anyway, modern.
Yeah, let's go to modern because if I remember correctly, Geist. Yes, the blue, white, red Geist deck took first. I sat there and I looked at that deck and I'm like, that's so cool.
Oh, Keranos is $20.
Yeah, he took a spike.
Yeah, this card's really good. I think I have one.
I got my playset when they were like 4.
Yeah, they were so cheap.
Yeah.
Man, I should have got more.
Yep.
That's
There
the
you go.
sleeper. We found it.
Oh, take a look at Xenagos.
Planeswalker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is he, like 15, 16 now?
I think he's more than that now.
Has he gone up again?
Yeah.
Man, it's so good that I have like 5 places.
$17.99.
Okay. Wow, it's $18. Yeah. Guys, I told you when he was like 6 to go get as many as you could.
Yep.
And anyone who didn't listen to me is a fool. A damn fool. Because now I
That's
get to
actually
trade
one
this
you and me
modern.
agreed on. So
Yeah, it was. That was kind of weird. Usually we don't, and I'm
Yeah.
usually right.
I have 3 play sets in my binder, and I'm just like, I can get
Yeah.
so much goodness for this.
The sweet, sweet Xenagos. Because everyone's going to want him too. Like,
Yep, everyone wants them, and I'm gonna go. Well, you have some nice modern and legacy stuff in that binder. I'll trade you some standard stuff for it.
Well, yeah, sometimes they're okay with that. The people I play with, they're okay with that usually, which is pretty sweet. That's what I'm gonna do with mine too.
Same here.
Yeah,
So, but no, this deck is pretty awesome. I was looking at the interactions and everything like that.
yeah,
Between Resto, Snap, all
yeah. Like Resto Geist and Resto Snap
yeah,
was in standard. It was very good then.
and he just basically
Still good.
He basically just
Even
put it
Resto
into.
Click.
He just kind of moved it into this, and
Yeah,
it worked really well from what I hear. So
even running Ghost Quarters
yeah,
and a Ganjo Castle. I don't even know what this does. It's a plains. Okay, you can prevent 2 damage to a legendary creature. That's cute.
yep.
Huh. I feel like
Yep.
I've been blown out by that at some point. Anyway, yeah, this deck's like a lot of removal and like cheap counter spells like Remand and then just creatures.
The next deck, the second place deck,
Yeah.
really kind of just dropped in my mouth a little bit.
Dropped right in your mouth.
Yeah, it did, baby.
Is this the right Akroma?
Yeah,
How does they play it?
Aether Vial.
They're kind of violent an 8-drop. There's no way.
That's all
How
I
did
could see.
What?
That's all
I don't
got.
get it.
That's all I got.
All right. I feel like this is the wrong Akroma. Like, it has to be the white one. Because you can't morph this, you can't just hard cast it.
Yeah, I know.
We'll have, like, Plains and Ghost Quarter. And Tech
I don't
Edge. Weird.
Yep,
I'm gonna go with this is a typo.
could be. Pretty cool deck though. Then we had 2 affinities, which is nice to see Affinity making a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, some people didn't realize that Affinity was still played by those who are stuck in the past, so.
Listen.
What's up? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you like Affinity, don't you?
Oh yeah, I have a full
Oh,
Affinity deck.
yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of hate for Affinity right now, so I'm not super high on it.
Why do you
But
think it sits in my bind? It sits like sleeved up, all nicely double sleeved, just kind of chillaxing.
chills in the
Yeah.
box. Yeah.
Yep. People are like, why don't you play that? I'm like, because how many Stony Silences you got in that sideboard of yours?
Yep. Or Ancient Grudges or whatever.
Yeah, or Ancient Grudges. They look at me and go, 4.
Yeah, that's why.
And I'm like, there you go.
Yep. So I guess the metagame was just kind of favorable for it, I'm guessing, because there's those two and then like two more other in the top 16. So
Yep.
Affinity did quite well.
Yep. Then Escape Shift, which you played, and it's a good deck. The next
This
one,
is a
though,
little
kind of
different,
shocked me was the Elementals.
Yeah, like what is? Oh, this is a Niv Magus Killing Field deck. Okay, I played versus Magic Online with the Soul Sisters deck.
Yeah.
And, like, didn't understand what was happening. Like, why are you playing Slaughtered Pact and then he eats it with the Niv Magus Element? I'm like, oh, because it's free. I get it. It's pretty cool though. It's a pretty strong deck, or it has the potential to do really strong things, but it's like one of those kind of finicky gimmick or finicky combo decks where sometimes you'll just do nothing.
Yeah.
So, you know,
like your Soul Sisters deck.
Yeah, it can do that. Especially when your opponent just draws their pontiffs every game. That's pretty good, I hear.
Still sour.
Yeah, I also drew like, and we counted out, it was like 5 spells and almost 20 lands.
So how about I want to talk about the Rug Control deck?
Yeah, all right. Where's that?
Because it's 10th place.
Rug Control.
Rug Control. Scoos, Snapcaster, Goyf, Hellkite, 4 Coursers, a Thrun, and a Kyranos. All in the creature
Also an
slot.
$18 card that I told everyone to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you also agreed with me on that one.
I did.
Yeah. Man, remember when Courser was like sub $10?
Uh-huh.
I was like, there's
Do you
no
remember
way.
when I kept trading for them at sub $10?
Yeah, it was great, right?
I know. And then the Clash Pack came back out.
Oh, yeah, and it was like,
And-
oh my god, they're not going to be expensive, and then they're expensive anyway.
And then, so I think it was Card Kingdom is selling them for $20. And I said, I will take a lot of those.
It's pretty good. There was some nice stuff in there. There was like the promo Skyline that I think a lot of people liked.
Mm-hmm. The
remember.
Promo Profit,
Yeah.
Courser.
Mm.
Courser, basically, you pay 20, get the Courser, and then everything else is free.
Yeah, pretty much. Of course, it's a $20 card at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this deck, is it really? Well, yeah, it's pretty controlling. It's got 3 Anger of the Gods main boards. Yeah, this seems controlling enough, but it's also got like some sweet creatures.
It does.
Goyfs and Coursers specifically, which I think Coursers are pretty controlling creature, but Goyf a lot of times is I don't know.
Bashing.
You know what? Goyf is just really good.
I was about to say,
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like, is your deck green? Yeah, okay.
Do you have
probably
green in your deck? You're going to play Goyf.
You're playing 4 of these. Well, 3 of these. This guy did it wrong. I feel like he could have cut Scavenge. No, Thundermaw Hellkite and just ran the 4th Goyf.
I don't know. I love Hellkite.
I like Hellkite too, but Goyf's just so much stronger.
Hellkite's so much fun.
Yeah, he's dropped quite a bit though.
He has. I think he's sub 10 now.
12.
He's 12, yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess the world doesn't love Hellkite. That used to be like a $40 card.
I know.
That's like Bonfire that in though. $40 drops to 8.
Yeah. I've got a bond foot. Oh.
Yeah. This deck's cool. So, even running 4, think twice. That's interesting. He's got Torp Orb to make sure this Thundermaw Hellkite doesn't kill all his opponent's flyers.
Well, you know, just in case.
Yeah, I mean, if he's playing against Lingering Souls, you really don't want to be hurting the flyers, right?
Yeah.
You got to keep them all alive.
Gotta live the dream.
Yeah.
Then there's another deck. Jeff Hooglands came out with a Delver deck. So
Did he? Yeah, he top 16 both events.
Yes,
but
he did.
didn't hit the top 8. Oh.
Yeah. Jeff's a good guy, guys. If you don't know, he's pretty awesome. We've had him on before.
Yeah,
I
for
played
the
it-
first videos.
Yeah, I played him in Modern. Got my butt handed to me. So
Yeah, he kicked it real hard.
that's all right. Next
Right
time,
up the sphincter.
next time I am going to play like 2 decks and just completely just roll him.
You're going to play both decks?
Gonna play. Well, we were changing decks.
Play both sides. Oh, okay, yeah. So what do you think about this Blair Delver deck?
I think it's pretty awesome to see Delver, and he said his all-star is Boros Charm.
I was gonna ask you if you liked it, so I guess you did. Vapor Snag.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I thought this is Void Snare.
No, Vapor Snag.
I have a foil Void Snare. I'm really hoping it catches on in Legacy. Because that'll be a lot of money if it does. What's that?
It could.
Yeah, it's like what do you call it? A target for burning or Cunning Wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, this deck's cool though.
By the way, did
star
you
main.
see all the Black Lotus?
Yeah, are those.
Did we lose Brandon? Connection problem. Give us 1 sec, guys. He'll be right back. Are you alive?
Yeah.
All right. So I was looking at that, and those are legit.
Yeah, are those like legit ghosts or
Yeah.
Like, is this confirmed?
Yeah.
They say that they were real.
They are.
Oh my god, so much money. Man, that's a lot of Black Lotus. I don't know what else to say.
Unless they're sleeves, they could be sleeves.
Yeah, I can't imagine like that many Black Lotuses just sitting there. That's a lot of Black Lotus.
I mean, Wizards can print whatever they want, bud.
No, they can't print those. They're whatever list.
Oh wait, we have 100 sitting in our stock room downstairs.
Would they just have 100 Black Lotus sitting?
Who knows?
Do you think that, like, I don't know. I don't really know much about how Wizards works, but
I have no idea. Sorry, I got sidetracked, guys.
yeah, that'd be cool if they were.
I would be excited.
Yeah, just to get to like hold a stack of Black Lotus that big.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I might roll in it, so
that would be such a waste of money. It's like, oh, so he had 200 Black Lotus, but pack wrecked them all. He had to take a bath in them. Like, just had to rub them all over his body. Like, I got sweaty. Like, come on, guys.
no, just sit naked in a tub and just have him pour them over top of me.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. All right, guys, bring them in. Just bring like this bucket of Black Lotus stuff on top of you.
Sorry for the visual, guys. It came into head at the time, and there's no filter.
No filter.
There's no filter. We officially just lost like 20 viewers right there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
All right. So Jeff Hoogland's Delver list.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So you want to move on?
We shall.
Okay. Well, the next part is real quick. So, upcoming events, which is
Atlanta this weekend, and there is no Cedric, and there is no Patrick Sullivan. It is Matthias Hunt and Jerry Thompson doing the calls this weekend.
Jerry Thompson, last SCG that I watched that he commentated, was great.
Oh, you know what? Out of the commentators, I think he's absolutely phenomenal. He
was really good.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight. I don't know what else to tell you. He was phenomenal.
Anyway, so moving past that, let's talk about the Community Cup. Specifically, we already talked about this like in depth.
No, we
so
talked about it lightly, but
we totally talked about this in depth. I remember.
I don't remember anything.
Ant-Man was even here.
Whatever.
We're just
so
gonna.
It's 3 days.
Yeah.
It's what is
Is
it?
it
Eight community members versus 8 Wizards employees.
Yeah.
The big ones out of the community are Frank Lepore.
Who's that? I don't know.
He writes for a TGC Player. He's pretty
TGC?
awesome.
You said TGC,
Yeah,
TCG.
TCG. Thank you. Whatever.
Sure.
Tom Ross
Yeah.
and Day 9.
Yeah, I think Day 9 specifically is like the most popular of everyone who's going to be there.
Yeah, and even Tom Ross said in his interview he plans on just basically being that guy that after they draft or do team drafts or whatever, basically sitting with the team saying, "No, don't build that. You're an idiot. Let me build this."
You're stupid. Let me build your deck for you.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I built 2 of the most popular decks that people just for some
But he
reason-
was saying it in a very nice way. He was not like that man.
You're a fool.
That man is so nice.
I just like his accent.
He is ridiculously nice. So, starting at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time
Tomorrow.
tomorrow, I think it's 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. One of the two. They start out the day with some Vintage Masters booster draft. Now you guys are thinking, Vintage Masters, so they're going to draft online?
Nope.
No, this is Wizards, guys. They are making packs of Vintage Masters.
Yeah, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna open packs of Vintage Masters online and then get those cards and put them in and like pack them.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming this is gonna be like those white strings that go around cards usually at like Grammars and stuff, but that's still really sick. So someone gets a Black Lotus, like they get to be one of the first people in a very long time to open a Black Lotus in a draft. Although I didn't think, Black Limited wasn't even a thing when Magic first came out. So
No.
maybe one of the first people to physically open a Black Lotus in the draft. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
I don't know if they get to keep cards, but I imagine that they do.
If they did, I would cuddle it.
Here's your $3,000 bill, sir.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
If you're a Wizards employee, give it back.
Yeah, if you're an employee, you have to give it back.
So that's pretty awesome. So that will be first broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, Iron Root Chef.
So this is where they give you
Basically,
5 cards.
Yeah,
You have to build a standard deck with them.
Yep. So you have a standard deck, guys, or you're in standard format. So it's gonna be RTR block, Theros block, M14, M15, and they're gonna say, "Here's 5 cards. Build a deck
Yeah.
in a half an hour."
To give you guys an idea of what it's going to be like, the ingredients is what they called them from last year were Goblin Test Pilot, Angelic Accord, Feed the Pack, which if you're like me and you have no idea what that is, don't feel bad about it. Conjured Currency, again, you probably don't know what this is, and Stronic Resonator. So I imagine something to the effect of was like you try to get your Angelic Accord to go off and then you Stronic Resonator and get 2 angels out of it.
Yeah.
Because it has to be a triggered ability. So I guess you can also do that with Conjured Currency. I don't know what that would do for you.
And what's cool is then they play 3 rounds of Swiss, and then a judge panel will judge the deck for creativity and the use of the ingredients.
Yeah. So it's like if you've watched Iron Chef, it's pretty much that.
It is.
Cards.
And I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a lot of fun to watch. So that's Friday night. Saturday night, they go into an 8 booster sealed
Of what?
of whatever got voted on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is...
This was one of the core sets they were voting.
Yeah.
I think 8th edition was leading, honestly, last I saw.
That's terrible. There's going to be white bordered cards.
There is. That's amazing.
Oh, ugh. Ugh, so gross.
All right. Next thing on Saturday night will be Cube with stipulations. Now, what the stipulations go with, guys, is there's 16 stipulations split into 2 envelopes that will be randomly assigned to 8 players on each team. Once teams receive their envelope of 8 stipulations, teams are able to trade stipulations among themselves before getting into the draft.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sweet. I don't know what the stipulations are, but
I guess they could get. I guess they get a little crazy.
yeah, I don't think they've done this before. So
No, so that's pretty cool. And then Sunday, the King of Kings.
no, that's not. No, the cube is the king.
No,
Yes,
Khans of Tarkir
No.
sealed deck on Sunday.
sir, you need to understand that cube is better than cons. Fact.
You're dead to me now.
This is not open for negotiation. Why would you think that cons would be better than cube?
Because we get to see Khans in a sealed
I don't
format.
care. We're gonna see that eventually. Anyway.
Okay.
You're gonna see that. You know how long it's gonna be until you see that? A week. Pre-release is next week.
That's a week too long.
That's not a week too long. I want to see more cube.
That's a week too long. Anyways, so that's Community Cup, guys. So check that out tomorrow. I am hoping the community wins like last year and keeps the win streak alive.
Yeah, we always want community to win.
So, all right.
Put Wizards in their place. They think they have all the power. They're not right.
Top 25, nothing's changed.
That's not true at all. Not an edit to make sure.
Did someone actually like?
Yeah, okay. Paul Rietzel went up. Sean McLaren finally had a good result. He went up. Eric Froelich went up.
Okay.
There's no changes in the top 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some pretty decent changes here. I think most notably, like Eric Froelich and Paul Rietzel both went up. Well,
they both.
Rietzel went up by
eights.
6. Yeah, exactly. Rietzel went up by 6. Efro went up by 8. So quite a big change there. A lot of guys went down by like 2 or 3. Not a huge deal. And Sean McLaren, I'm very happy to see him doing well again. He's not had the best results of late, and I don't know. He's a Pro Tour winner. Obviously, he's really good at Magic, so I want him to do well. Also, he's Canadian. That helps.
Then we had some tokens. They finally said what tokens are getting released for cons.
Yeah, they announced all of them.
Yep. So there's a morph token.
Yeah, I guess the idea here is when you have a face down card, you can just put the morph token on top.
Yeah.
So it's like, guys, this face down card that's in the battlefield and tapped and attacking is a morph card.
Yeah.
Just so you know, it's not something else. It was like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. Then we have a bird.
I figured that out.
The spirit token, I'm not gonna lie, looks pretty awesome.
The 1/1?
Yeah.
I like that.
The warriors are okay. I mean, they go with the flavor.
Yeah, whatever.
The vampire is kind of blah.
Is there a vampire token? Oh yeah,
There is.
I like the zombie. I think it looks sweet.
The zombie looks really sweet. The spirit warrior is kind of cool too.
Yeah, this is from that Abzan card that like you get a spirit token with power toughness equal to the greatest toughness of all creatures you control. It's like 2 mana for a sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
The card doesn't seem great.
And then the goblin is the snake is
I like the snake.
The snake's kind of okay. The bear is fun.
It's a 4/4, which is weird.
Yeah. And then the emblems, the Sarkhan emblem and the Sorin emblem.
Yeah. I don't think I'll have either of these ever. Maybe the Sarkhan emblem?
That's what I'll say, Sarkhan.
Yeah, I mean, guess.
Other than that, they did announce next year's gift or this year's gift box. If you guys don't know the gift box, hey Mo, it's a pretty cool little thing. It holds around 2,000 cards. I use them to stack cubes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The
The only really cool thing is the promo Sultai charm. Let's be honest.
Yeah, the promos that are tied to it, and I mean, it's actually a nice holder.
Yeah, I use the holder.
So
I'll probably buy one mainly because the Sultai charm actually looks pretty sweet.
yeah, the Sultari
I
charm
also think
looks.
this card like is destined for legacy.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of bug decks, and it's just so good.
yeah,
It's like hands down the best of the charms.
it is.
I don't-
And with it getting an alter art, that's headed to legacy right away. So
Yeah.
So for
So-
$20, you get 4 booster packs, the promo. So not bad at all.
It's like $4 for the box, 20 lands, all the plastic dividers, sticker sheet, alternative art, Sultai charm.
Yep.
It's probably worth it because you get 4 packs. So it's
Yep.
60. So
So
Yeah.
let's go into some spoilers. This week, guys, we're not going to talk a lot about spoilers.
we're just gonna talk about what we think is important for any format, like constructed format. That's it.
See, and Mo knows me because I play with Mo,
Yeah.
and he knows I collect promos. Like I am a promo fiend.
I never.
If you look at my decks,
Yeah.
we all know. Oh, if you guys are new to the show, I've been playing a long time, so I have a lot of cards. By
Yeah.
a lot, I mean basically
Almost
everything I want.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You have set of power. You got there.
what I want to do is I still want to collect, but I either collect alters
Yeah. Makes sense.
or promos or foils now. So a lot of my decks now get foiled out, promoted out, foreign, whatever. So it's my thing.
Let's move on.
Yes.
So I think we should go like if there's a big cycle. I want to talk about those a bit. Cons. Do you have any you like for constructed?
The big one is where is he? The Dragon Claw guy, Sirka.
Sirach,
Sirach.
Dragon,
Yeah.
the rug one
The rug one is my pick.
for the best one.
Yeah. Being a 5-drop 6/6 is pretty alright as is.
Yeah.
And then you look and oh wait, he has flash. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
I
he
think
can't be countered.
Yeah.
And then he gets onto the battlefield and then he gives all the creatures trample. And then creatures you control can't be countered.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm going to stick Savage Summoning and Nylea together.
hmm And it's only one more mana, or what?
Yeah.
One more mana than Nelia. Obviously, it's 3 colors, which is a pain,
Yeah.
but it's still pretty good. I think he's
Yeah.
actually going to see play as well.
Yeah,
Um,
Tamir is pretty broken in my opinion.
He's not my pick for the best one. I think Sidisi Blood Tyrant or Brood Tyrant is the best.
Sidisi's good.
So the thing I like about her over Sirach, I think that the color combination's better. I think black's a lot better than red, just in general, in like standard and stuff. Because then you can play, the better removal spells.
Yeah.
Red obviously has like the burn removal, but I've never seen Rug as a very good interaction color.
Well,
It's
Rug
kind of
I
more
think is going to
good
get a
stuff.
lot stronger because I mean you still have the gods in there, and Perforos is, I still think way underused.
I'm not a huge fan of Perforos. Anyway, the thing I really like about her though, like obviously the color combination's better. She affects the board like the minute she comes down because
Sure.
like obviously you get a 3/3 for 4, but you can also use the ability right away. So you mill, what is it, 3 cards? Top 3 cards of your library. Yeah, and every creature you get a 2/2. So, like, I think a lot of times you're gonna play this in a creature heavy deck. You're gonna play her,
Yeah.
mill, a creature, maybe 2, and instantly already have like 5 power for 4 mana, which
Yeah.
is really good. And then if you play her in a deck that is there to enable her, you're gonna get even more. So I think I want to see this in like the graveyard deck from the
Sure.
standard. I just like Splash Blue for her and some
Yeah.
other cards. I think it's like really powerful.
Yeah, I think Rug is going to be really good, and I think Junk is going to be phenomenal as well.
All the junk cards have actually been pretty underwhelming for me.
I think you're pretty good.
I think they're like I don't like and Anafenza, essentially just a 4/4 for 3, which is
Yeah.
okay. The 3 colors though, like again, like colored mana is really important, and
And she
I don't
gives
think the
counters,
fixes-
which is nice. So
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't think she's bad anyway, but I really like Sidisi a lot more.
no, I get
Um,
that.
Our set's really sweet for like casual decks.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me, but yeah, I think Sidisi is the best by like a lot, and then Soraka is
So
second.
what do you think of the ascendancies?
They're all terrible.
I'm pretty much with you on that.
Yeah, these are not constructed cards. No.
The only one I think might be is the Tamir.
I don't.
Giving all creatures haste. If it's a one of in a deck, you know.
The only one I see having any kind of impact is Mardu. Like getting 1/1s whenever you attack with all your little dudes. If you're in like a swarm deck, sure. Like the Sultai Ascendancy is pretty bad. I'm not a huge fan of Tamura. I don't like Frosty in general. I think it's like an unimaginative mechanic on one hand, but also just not very good.
Sure.
Like it's like, okay, if I have a creature, then this other creature gets something. But honestly, do you always have a 4-power creature? No. Are you going to build a deck that only has 4-power creatures? Not a chance. You're going to build a deck that has like, 16 4-power creatures and a bunch of ramp. So I don't like Ferocity for constructed. But
So and then the charms we already talked about, Sultari or Sultai.
Sultai Charm is insane.
Yeah.
Do you think any of the other charms are good enough? You're going to say Timur Charm, aren't you?
Tamir's not bad.
God damn it. You just like that really
I
like
do.
that color combination. Don't you?
I
All right.
love that color combo.
I think Timur Charm is actually pretty bad as well. I think like Mana Leak is good. The creatures with power 3 or less can't block this turn. Isn't really relevant because if you're in Timur, you want all your guys to be really big.
Mhm.
So I don't really like that.
Because they have Savage Punch, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna punch a bear.
That's pretty sweet. I do like, okay, Timur Charm is actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's got a fight. I forgot about that. So it's like fight plus Mana Leak.
Yep.
Sure. Jeskai Charm seems like it's not very good at all.
No.
Like 4 damage to an opponent, not really where I want to be.
No.
Sorry, Abzan Charm seems like the other one that I kind of like.
Yeah, the Ebsen looks really cool.
Yeah.
Because you can exile power 3 or greater for 3, which with this
Yeah, or you
set,
can
it
just-
looks like this set's got a real big,
Yeah, it kind of hoses Timur if there's like a Ferocity deck, but again, I don't think that mechanic's very good for constructed. I just like that you can draw cards if you need to. Like one of the things I really like about Sultai Charm is it's got the looting ability.
Mhm.
Abzan Charm just has better. Like the lose 2 life, draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
Like we've been playing this.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
the other
been quite
ones-
happy with it.
The other reason why I like Tamir so much, and I've been leaning on it, and I think that's going to be the 3 color if I'm going to build anything around,
Yeah.
is you got Bear's Companion, which looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Savage Knuckleblade, which looks unreal.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really good card.
Yeah. Really, from what I've seen there, those 2 really are big. And then the Ice Feather Aven, the Bird Shaman for 2. It's a 2/2 flyer, and it's got the morph. And I can then kick someone, another creature back to someone's hand.
You
And
think
of
this
course-
is good for constructed?
I don't know if it's going to be great for constructor or not. I mean, a 2/2 for 2.
That's what we're talking
flyer.
about. Don't talk about limited
Okay.
right now.
All right. Well, all right. Then the other one is green. I get Rattleclaw.
Yeah. Rattleclaw Mystic.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I said this before. Like, this card's fine. Sylvan Carrot's way better. I don't. like, I don't know. Is there any real discussion here? Do you think?
No, it is what it is. The big elephant is really cool too.
You like these? These Abzan, like, Dirtle cards?
I just like Dirtly.
Okay, that's true. You like what? You're so all over the place. Like, I just want to attack people. I just want to Dirtle. Pick one.
Shut up.
Doesn't make any sense.
Other than that, no. For constructed wise, yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
see
construct.
the Tamir Charm definitely for me. Dragon Claw, he's probably be a 2 of in the deck I'll play.
Sure.
Um, anything else? I gotta sit down. Like I really gotta sit down and put things together
Fair enough.
because we don't have it all yet. It should be here tonight.
Yeah, it'll be here
when we
tonight.
show.
But I think like just looking at cards for their power level
Yeah.
is probably worth it. Like yeah, maybe even like Butcher the Horde, like that Martyr card. It's like a 5/4 flyer for 4. So if 3 colors is not hard to get to, then
Yeah.
this card's really strong. Like just really strong. And
Like Mo said, Ebsen really has synergy. There's a lot of synergy there because we still have a lot of good stuff. The black junk, like really good stuff from Theros, and for it to integrate really well, it looks like it will.
in the
So.
junk colors,
Yeah.
like what?
Well, you have Elizabeth still,
Yeah,
so we know that's gonna be around.
that's not a synergy card. That's just like insanely powerful.
Yeah. But yeah, like
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but like
You're not.
made a point and then you didn't defend it.
Mo's been
I was just
sending me-
confused.
Mo's been sending me deck list all week.
Oh, okay,
so.
sure. I haven't looked at a lot of
The
deck
other
lists.
big one is that Siege Rhino, the junk Siege
I
Rhino.
don't. God, these just seem like super dirtly cards that are hard
It's
to.
not though. When you look at a 4-drop that's a 5/4 or 4/5 trampler, that when it enters the battlefield, each
Think of
opponent
it
loses 3 life and you gain 3.
Oh wait, what?
You haven't looked at
Oh, I was
Siege
thinking
Rhino?
of Ivory Tusk Fortress.
No, Siege Rhino.
Like untap each creature and call the +1 counter. This card's not
no,
very good.
Siege Rhino.
Siege Rhino. Oh, Siege Rhino.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Yeah.
That's standard playable right there. Because it's not.
You know
only,
what? It's 3 colors, and I hate 3-color decks.
I
Even though I played
understand
Jund a lot, it's like the 3-color cards. I just don't like them.
that.
think they're
I
pretty-
understand that, but you know what? We're gonna have to play with the mana base. Plain
Yeah.
and simple. I think that's gonna be the biggest thing. Play with the mana base. Figure it out.
I think I said this before, but I'm more excited to play like Jund. Or Bant or whatever, just because then I can play more fetch with my Courser.
Yeah.
Like, it's just better.
Yeah. No,
Um,
I get what you're saying. So I'm looking forward to that. Really, what I'm looking forward to is now having the ability. Once we have all the spoilers out tonight, tomorrow or on next Thursday when we have our big con show, we can sit down and go over all of
Well, we're only doing limited then.
all of limited, and then the following week we're going to do constructed
Yeah.
with one Mr. Matt Higgs.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't mean we can't talk about it right now.
no, I'm just saying, looking at it, I've always liked junk because you got Banishing Lights, you got the Ajanis, you got the,
Sure.
you even got Liliana now, which she's not bad.
Yeah, she's fine. This
So-
format looks really slow, so.
And
Yeah, guys, don't. I wouldn't set my heart on attacking a lot very quickly.
No.
Sorry. 3-color decks, they're slow. It's kind of how it goes.
I don't know if it's going to slow it down or speed it up.
It's going to be way slower.
That's not the worst thing in the world, though.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
It's,
I just mean,
it's
like,
basically going back to what I used to, which is Haymaker Magic.
yeah.
You,
The problem with this is, like, so control decks are really good. I think that's why there's just no hard draw spell. So I think if there was going to be one, it would have been released already.
yeah.
Like, most of the cards that are going to be important in stand are already out. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't really think it's a problem to start trying to brew.
No,
But-
it's not. But honestly, I think Rug is going to be my home.
Fair enough. You going to play Clever Impersonator?
I'm thinking about it.
It's really good.
It's pretty phenomenal. I'm not going to lie.
That's a nice card that you spent all that mana on, and it's so weird colored. I'd like one too. I'll spend 4 mana. It's all blue. Thank you.
I saw Clever Impersonator, and I just started giggling.
Yeah, it's like the first clone in a while that's like just good enough for constructed. Last
It
one would
is.
have been
I mean, double blue is a little weird.
Phyrexian Metamorph. I did
But-
see speculation that this would be played in modern. Let me just clear it up right now. The only reason Metamorph is played in modern is because you can cast it without blue mana.
Yep.
You can't cast this without blue mana. Zero
No,
chance.
you need blue.
of playing it in
You
mod.
need some blue.
Maybe in Kiki Pod, but not
The
in.
other one that kind of raised my eyebrow was Suspension Field.
What's that one?
When Suspension Field enters the battlefield, you may exile target creature
right.
with toughness 3 or greater. Toughness 3
Yeah.
or greater.
It's like another one of those cards. It's like this weird, like it's 2 mana. I'd rather just pay 1 extra mana and play Banishing Light. It's kind of cool though.
It gets rid of a Courser.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of these cards get rid of coursers.
Yeah.
That is one thing that you will recognize. Ferocious needs it to be 4 power. Courser is 4 toughness. So all the Ferocious cards get through Courser. Like Sarkhan kills Courser.
Yep.
I think every single new removal spell kills Courser. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of ways to kill Coursers, and
Yeah,
that's
no, I definitely love Impersonator.
he's cool.
You can court him out pretty quickly. You can get him on the battlefield, and you look and go, oh, that's a nice Sarkin you have. I'm going to take that. That's a nice Elspeth you have. I'm going to take that. That's a nice giant freaking creature I can't beat. I'm going to take that.
I wish it was. It didn't have to be non-land, because the only card that takes advantage of it is Dark Depths that I can think of.
I mean, it is nice that it's any non-land permanent. So it's basically...
You get Planeswalkers and artifacts, but I
Yeah.
wish you could do lands. Like, why not?
If you could do lands, that'd be broken at 4.
How, not for standard. No, it wouldn't matter for standard. And then it would just be a powerful card in Eternal formats. I don't think that's a problem. I think that'd be
No.
great. Yeah. Where would it be a problem? Dark Depths is only legal in Legacy.
True.
Legacy, like most decks can kill you or be so far ahead that a 2020 flying indestructible creature doesn't even matter by turn 4. So I don't think it's actually a problem. Like, I don't know. They're really hesitant about printing stuff that just copies anything, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, whatever. I think it'd be cool. Like, see a couple Dark Depths put in, I don't know, like bug whatever decks, and then a clever impersonator. See if it
Yeah.
works. I think it'd be cool. But now it's not gonna happen.
That's fine though.
What? You don't want it?
I would love it, but at the same point, I think that card is just going to be good enough as is.
Yeah, it's already good. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it could be better for Eternal formats.
I mean, oh, that's a cute, whatever. Say they got a Sidisi out or, Zergo or something. I'm just going to copy that.
Yeah, like Elspeth is still the best card in the standard. Like,
Yeah.
I want to copy that.
Oh, I'm a rug player. Oh, I can't play Elspeth, but you did, and I can copy that.
You did, and I can copy your stuff. Yay. Yeah, so I think there's some cool stuff in here.
And you know what's nice? It's not legendary.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's a clone.
you're playing a 4 of 3 or 4 of. You're playing a good amount.
Well, it
You're
doesn't
playing-
matter if it's a clone. Like, it doesn't matter if it's
Yeah.
legendary. Just becomes non-legendary, doesn't it?
Yep.
All right. The other question, I don't think these are going to see any play, but the refuge lands, maybe a bit.
Depending how fast the format is.
I think it's going to be slow because this is the fixing we have. We have Scrylands, fetches, these, and like Mana Confluence.
And then you've got the
Oh, the
tapped
Trilands,
land. You got
which
yeah.
also come into play tapped.
Everything right now we have besides fetches and basics come into play tapped.
And Mana Confluence and Painlands.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Mana Confluence and Painlands.
Yeah, I thought about Painlands too, until like right now.
Yeah.
Right when it became time to prove you wrong, I remembered. Yes, thank you, brain.
So other
You
than
have failed me completely this time.
that, I was looking at a few other things. I don't see.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is we just need to know. Like, I think there's a couple more rares,
Yeah,
and like maybe 1 or 2 more mythics.
I think Utter End will definitely see play in standard.
Which one's that? Is
The
it
4-drop exile non-land permanent.
Yeah, for sure. Also, like the Wrath is good.
The
I
Wrath's
think it's
good.
cool. I still, I'm gonna go with this. I think we're gonna see an equipment set
Yeah.
because bestow no one cares about in standard. Like, it's not that great. Well, the only bestow creature that he's played is Boonsater.
Because it's
Or-
aggressive.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like a 2 of in a lot of decks. So I don't think that's like, and it just says attached. It's not like all auras or anything. It's just like it has to be attached to the creature. So an equipment would work. I really want like the return of. Well, actually, I don't want any of those reprinted. I just want new equipment.
You just want an equipment set again.
Yeah, I like equipment.
Give us some swords.
No, I don't. I want new stuff.
How about Jitte? Jitte in standard?
God, never again. I didn't play then. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, no, I agree with this. And with Ugin coming back in the third set,
Yeah.
the second set will probably be more colorless. So
You mean the third set? Whichever set is Ugin in it?
yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All right. So shall we say end it here?
Yeah.
Get ready for next week, because you know what next week is. Next week is gonna be the bump and grind.
The bump and grind. Hopefully we can get Neyman in here.
If not, I'm gonna try to get a special guest.
Yeah, well, we'll see like what works for him and try to get him in here because it's supposed to be the three of us. I want it to be the three of us. I miss my Neyman.
That's okay. You have me.
I want my Neyman and my pet man.
All right. So guys, as
Perfect.
always, like I say, Brandon's Twitter's down below. Hit and follow him. My Twitter is down below as well. Just as always, I say hit the follow button for us. I do stream throughout the week, doing dailies, stuff.
Stuff and things.
And then hopefully Brandon will start streaming soon.
Yeah, I want to. I just don't have cards.
I'm going to talk to Nettie this week and see if I can't get you on the list of just
People who
borrow what you want.
stuff. That'd be
Yeah.
sweet. Because, some, modern would be played.
Yeah.
And streamed.
Boom.
Boom.
All right,
Okay.
guys. So next week, Legacy is the format we have chosen for the Versus on Wednesday at 9 p.m. If you guys want to see a certain Legacy deck played, we already have Elves picked out for Mr. Brandon. You guys would be choosing my deck. So
Tweet at that.
tweet at me or hit the follow button and send me a message, or stalk me somewhere and send me a message there.
Yeah, his address is...
So thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you to Card Hoarder for making all we do possible.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you guys next week.